Thanks again for joining Smart TV with our episode today on custom audiences, Facebook marketing. We're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of good things coming up for us. It's going to, there's so many cool things you can do with the Facebook custom audience that makes such a difference in your business. So we're going to cover as many of these as we can today to help you understand how can you use Facebook advertising, and especially specifically the custom audiences, to help you in your business. So if you have questions as we get started, as we get things going, let us know. Mention the questions. We're on Facebook as well as Periscope. So if you want to follow the Smart TV hashtag SMRT TV on Twitter as well, ask questions there. We're keeping up with those feeds. So let's get into this and talk about the custom audiences, okay? Now, when you do Facebook advertising, a couple of things that are important to pay attention to are the targeting that you can do. Okay, when you go in, there's two ways when you set up your ads that you can do your targeting. So you can go in and you can select, start picking the different things that you want to have used to narrow your audience down to just the people that you want to connect with. Okay, when you first set up your ad, it'll ask you what type of ad you want to set up. Then it's going to go into and ask you more about who you want to reach with that ad. So this is where you can type in your age, demographics. You can go off of zip codes or cities, or a certain city plus so many miles around it. There's several different ways of geographically picking who you want to reach, basically where do your customers live, and make sure you get to them. You can pick genders. You can go in and start picking hobbies and topics and all kinds of interests, and what kind of movies they like, and are they outdoors, you know, are they out of town, are they travelers, are they whatever. Because anytime you put anything into Facebook, it tracks that and indexes it so that you can use that, marketers can use that to target you with ads. So the one way that's probably the least used way by a lot of majority of businesses, I should say, on Facebook advertising is the actual custom audience system. Okay, Facebook has set up a process inside their platform where you can say, I only want to go after a certain type of person, and I know who that is, and so I can easily isolate these people quickly. I don't have to go through and select all these different features and things to do it. And so that's what this custom audience is. So the easiest way to do a custom audience is, let's say you have a list of the emails of your customers. With a list of customer emails, you can upload those into Facebook, and then they can take those emails and they can then use them to go out and connect with the profiles. Most consumers use the same email address for everything that they sign up for, basically online. So the same email that they gave you to sign up for your newsletter or to purchase a product or service from you is most likely the same email that they are using on Facebook. So what's nice about that is when you have an email list that you can tap into from your customers, all you have to do is take that email list and dump it into Facebook, and then Facebook will go out and find their profiles, pull all that information in, and give you an idea of who your customer is, what kind of hobbies and interests and things. It builds this custom audience for you, basically. Then you can take that and target that with ads. You can go directly after that audience with ads specifically if you want to say, okay, this is my customer, I want to send specific ads to them to like my page, let's look at encouraging them to buy more products or to do upgrades with us, or get a review, or different things like that. So you can target these ads specifically just to that customer base. The other thing that you can do with a custom audience is you can say, okay, I want to go after people that look like my customer. They should match, they should be on this list, but they're not. And so these are people that have the potential of being a customer of yours, but you haven't reached them yet. So what you can do is then you take this custom audience and create what's called a lookalike audience. So it's like copying and pasting it, saying, okay, here's a second custom audience, okay? So what you're telling your Facebook with this lookalike audience is, I have I want to go after people who should be on my customer list. If this list of emails and profiles is my customers, then these are the people that should be on this list. They will still match and fit, okay? Then you can target them with an ad. So the power of that is because of all the demographic information on Facebook, Facebook can help isolate that out with your customer list and then help you find the people who match with your customers but aren't on that list. And that's huge, very huge, okay? That'll help get you in front of more of your customers with a lot less cost than traditional advertising. So there's a lot of neat things that can be done along those lines, okay? So those are what you can do. Now with the advent of mobile, Facebook says obviously now Facebook knows your phone number. They have your phone number associated with your account because of your mobile device. When you sign on, they can send messages and kind of use your sign in on a mobile device as a control to check security across other devices that you're using for Facebook and so forth. So that's why you get those text messages with a code in them, the security code you have to type in when you're logging into Facebook on a new computer. It's just a way of knowing, okay, on your phone, we know this is who you are, and this is your phone, so we're going to use this as a two-factor authentication type system to help them to know if it's you logging in on a different unknown platform or device. So what that means is they have your phone number. So if you have a phone number list of your customers, okay, now this is huge for business to business people, because if you're business to business, you typically won't have a list of consumer emails when they sign up for your newsletter or are a customer of yours. They're probably going to use a business email that their employer gave them. That's usually not the one they're using when they sign up on Facebook. So the custom audience by using an email list is harder because of that. But now they have phone numbers, so if you have your client's cell phone number, you can upload those and it'll still go find those people for you and bring those in, which is really, really great, okay, to pull those together. Now just recently, Facebook has improved their system. They have added a whole lot of new ways that you can do custom audiences, okay? So there's a lot of things that you can do in creating these audiences. And you can combine different data points and so forth. One of the ways that they expanded, and this is one that they did a little while ago, was building a custom audience based upon your website traffic. So when you do advertising on Facebook, you can create a pixel, and all a pixel is a piece of code that you can then stick onto your Facebook, or from your Facebook account. You copy and paste this little snippet of code, stick it in the header of your website, and now it will allow Facebook to track these people off of your Facebook page and off of those posts and ads onto your website to see how they do over there. So that will make it easier to track what is happening on there as far as conversions and sales and so forth. There's a lot you can do with that, okay? Now if any of you have questions about the custom audiences, let me know. Ask the questions and we'll be more than happy to do our best to answer those and respond to those. So the pixel will allow you to track that, and what's nice is then you can get the identification information from people who go to your website, gather that identification information and create another custom audience inside Facebook that allows you to target the people that are going to your website. So it's kind of like taking some of the things you can learn in Google Analytics and allowing you to use that inside Facebook's advertising platform to target those people. So if they've been to your site, you can now run an ad to them. This is a common thing that's used. It's called retargeting. It's been around for about 18 months, and it's why you go to a Facebook page to look up a product, or you go to Amazon to find a product, and then you happen to go to Facebook to look at what your friends are doing, and you start seeing ads for that product you were just looking at on the internet. This is how they're doing that, okay? It really is a great way to help people who are on your site come back, because if they see it multiple times, it starts to get them to think, oh, maybe I should buy this product. It's everywhere. I'm seeing it all over the place. You hit that repetition, and it helps to build that repetition in people's minds where they want to buy your product more. You'll start to get more sales coming in from that. So that is a great way that you can build a custom audience too, is off of the people that go to your Facebook page, or your website, excuse me, from your Facebook. The other thing that they've added recently is mobile apps. If you have a mobile app or you're trying to promote a mobile app, you can take the unique IDs from the people that are signing up for your mobile app and dump that into Facebook and make a custom audience based upon that, and even lookalike audiences. Hey, here's the kind of people that are downloading my app. Who is likely to download my app? Who is like these people that have downloaded it? Let's put an ad to them and see if we can get more of them to come download it. So because the mobile app market is so huge, Facebook has really improved advertising to increase more mobile app downloads for if you have an app for your business. So there's some fun targeting you can do with that as well. They have also expanded it recently so that you can create a customer profile based upon all kinds of information that you can gather from your clients. So let me read through a few things here. Pull this up on my computer so I can look at this. So now you can actually go in and target people based on names. So if you have a list of your customers based on name and their email address, it'll start matching things up better for you. You can target zip codes. So you can say names and zip codes, or you can do combinations with cities, dates of birth. You can start targeting year of birth, genders, age. You can start to pull all this information about your customer together, dump it into Facebook, and Facebook will go isolate these people out. Who are people like this that I could be talking with? And it will go through and actually set those up. So that is amazing that you can get so specific in your targeting. One of the biggest problems that companies have when it comes to marketing, especially when you start looking at print marketing and so forth, is you build it and you send it out there and you hope it's going to the right people. But because we have such a limited understanding of who is the right person we can go after, we're usually limited to zip codes or certain cities or certain neighborhoods, certain postal routes, basically. But we know that there's a percentage of the people on those postal routes or in those mailers that aren't our target audience. And so this is why magazines are always trying to get more information from people on what do they do, who are the people that read our magazine, so that we can tell our subscribers these are the people that are reading our magazine, and then so that they can attract the right advertisers to advertise in the magazine for those customers. So there's still a percentage of your marketing that is going to be lost. It's going to be just wasted, basically, because you're not going to get that many people. You can't target it that specific. The beauty of Facebook is you can be very specific in who you target. What that means is your ability to make sure that for every marketing piece you send out, or for every time somebody sees that ad, the likelihood that all the people that see that ad are your customer is so much greater when you do it through Facebook's advertising platform. There is a ton you can do with these custom audiences that make a huge, huge, huge difference in your business. So let's look at some of the other fun targeting opportunities that they've put in there. Let's say you've created a video. Okay, video is really big for content marketing on all the social media sites right now. Producing videos for your business is spectacular. Let's say you as a business, you put out a video that talks about your product or service. Okay, instead of putting together a 3-minute commercial, you put together something that goes into your product demo or your explanation of what you do and so forth, and then you have the call to action at the end that encourages people to come to your site to see and learn more about your product or service or sign up for it. Okay, so let's say you create a video to do some of that advertising, introduce people to your new product, describe what it is, how it works, and allow them to become familiar with that product or service. What you can do is go in and say, I want to create a custom audience based upon how long people watch this video. So let's say people view at least 3 seconds of the video. We want to build a list of everybody on Facebook that looked at it for 3 seconds. Bam, it'll set it up. Then we want to say, you know what, but let's also create a second list. Let's build it, let's run it again, let's throw another list in there of who saw the video for at least, made it halfway through the video. Since Facebook knows that information of who made it through your video, you can then target that and say, okay, these people made it through my video. Hello, how are you? These people made it through my video. I want to create a list of people that made at least 50% through my video. Maybe that's a crucial part of your video. So we want to now target ads to the people who only made it 50% through, because maybe there was something there that caught their attention and we want to remarket to them to get them to come back. Okay, so you can now do this. You can target these people on Facebook and say, great, now let's hit these people with an ad. Maybe they made it 95% of the way through your video, but they didn't click the button to buy that was on your link. So now what you can do is say, oh look, these are the people that made it almost all the way through the whole video on Facebook, but they never hit the button. Let's go and send another ad to them in a different form so that they can then see it again. We can hit them with something else that might help them to come back and do business with us. So that's great, because obviously if they're going to make it through 95% of your video, there's a good chance they're interested in your product or service. But for some reason, there's not enough information for them to say yes at this time, okay? Selling 101, a no is not a no. A no means I don't have enough information to adequately buy from you at this time. That's all a no is. That's selling 101. So realize if they're making it through your marketing but not clicking, then there's something that's stopping them, some reason that hasn't quite compelled them to buy at this point. So sending them another ad that maybe hits on a few other points or incentivizes them a little bit more to get them to come in would be a good thing to do. If you have a service, you're trying to get people to sign up for a service where you want to really incentivize them, maybe the ones that make it 95% through the video but don't click the button, you send a coupon to now encourage them to come by. You can do that. You can target those that way. So that's a great thing you can do on Facebook, is to target those people, create this audience of who are these people that are making it through your marketing but aren't closing at the end. They're not making it to that final step. Now you can retarget them with an ad. Okay, it's really cool. I think one of the best things that Facebook has ever built for their Facebook advertising is their lead form. We have used these for several of our clients where we build a form on Facebook. You know, typically when you do lead generation on Facebook, a lot of times what you're going to do is you build an ad and then you're incentivizing the people to go to a page of your website or a landing page, which is where you have them type their information in and capture that information as a lead so that you can do other marketing and talk with them and so forth and get that sale closed up. What Facebook did is they built a lead ad, and what this is a form that you go in and say, here's the type of things I need my people to fill out. And here's the information I want: names, I want phone numbers, email address, cities, whatever it is. You put this list together of the form that you want people to fill out. Then when they click your ad, that form pops up. Okay, it doesn't send them to a landing page. They don't even leave Facebook, but they can see the form, and the beauty is Facebook takes the information from their profile and auto-populates as much of that data as they can into it for the people. So now all they have to do is hit submit, and they've generated a lead. Some of our clients that we've really had a hard time fine-tuning their landing pages to get a good lead generation, these lead ads are instantly generating leads for them. So because it takes those extra steps out, you have a higher opportunity of getting those clicks to happen. Great way to do marketing on Facebook is a lead ad. Really worth doing. Now, some of the new things they've just come out with, and this is brand new, just a couple weeks ago on Facebook, okay? They came up with some new ways to target people based on that lead ad. So these are even more valuable than they were before. So let's say somebody opens your lead ad, they see your ad, they hit the button which opens up the lead form, but they click out. They leave the app, they delete it, they move on, and they don't fill out the form. They were interested enough to hit the button to go look at that form. So there might be some sign of some basic interest in your product and service. With Facebook's custom audiences, now you can actually create that audience and go after those people. So we can say, I want to create a list of people who click on that form but open it, but they don't fill it out. They don't fill it out or submit it. Bam, we can go after those people. Okay? We can also say, you know what, we want to send a different type of ad to people who have generated that form and have clicked it because we want to send some extra education to them or some extra information to help buoy up the sell. Because maybe when they hit that button to generate the lead, you still have to call them. You still have more steps in the sales process to do to close that sell. And so what you now can do is say, okay, whoever filled out that form and whoever hit the button to submit it, I want to create a custom audience and send some extra information to them through Facebook's advertising. And so that's another way that you can keep them on the loop while your sales process is happening. Okay, so everybody that clicked on the button and filled out the form this month, they're going to get a different ad next month. And maybe what you do is you scrub it for, here's the people who bought, so negate them out. And the rest of the people who basically didn't turn into a lead, who were a lead but didn't convert to a sell, now we're going to run an ad to them. That is amazing that you can do this. Okay, so much targeting that you can do. Now they've even enhanced the pixel targeting so that you can say, as these people move from Facebook, they click on the button, they move from Facebook and they go right into your website. Now, as you're tracking them, the pixel has become more advanced where you can capture who those people are, and we want to go after them as well. So there's all kinds of things that you can do with the custom audiences in Facebook marketing, okay? If you want to know how to get into your Facebook marketing account for your business, usually what I like to do is in the upper right corner of your screen when you've logged into Facebook. So log in to your personal page on Facebook. In the upper right corner of the screen is a little arrow that points down, a little triangle basically that points down. If you click on that button, it'll bring up a menu, like a drop-down menu of a whole bunch of other items that you can have there. Towards the bottom, it'll say create an ad, or if you've already created your account, it'll say manage ads as well. You can click on those buttons and it'll take you into the ad system and allow you to build custom audiences and set up your advertising network so that you can do more on Facebook. It's a great advertising network. It costs a lot less than traditional marketing does to do it. I'll tell you as an example, we had a client who wanted to do a really big contest. They had a very high ticket item that they were giving away. And so they ran this big contest to do this giveaway. And their first thought was, we need to print a whole bunch of flyers. We want to be able to hit 100,000 homes in our market that we can go after for our product and service. It was a roofing company that wanted to give away a free roof. So I told them, I says, well, let's not do a mailer. Okay, I know mailers is like $4,000 or $5,000 to put a whole mailer together, direct mail, shoot it out to these people and see, to get these people to come enter into this contest to win a free roof. So I told him, I said, let's not do that. Let's run ads on Facebook first. Let's see how it goes, because we can do some testing, we can do some initial feelers out on Facebook, and if it works, then maybe we can do a mailer at a later date. So what we did is we ran an ad on Facebook. It lasted 2 months, cost the company $500. We hit 98,000 home owners in their target market, okay? Not everybody in the target market, just home owners. So we excluded people who are renters, we excluded other types of types, if you were renting at all in any, whether it's an apartment building or a home or anything, we eliminated those out of our marketing. So we targeted people who owned their home, got in front of 98,000 of them in 2 months for $500. That is a huge decrease in marketing costs. We had complete control over the ad. We could turn it on and off at any time we wanted to. It was awesome. It worked really well, kept their costs really low, and provided a great return for them in their contest. It worked out spectacularly well with that ad. So the advertising you can do on Facebook nowadays, and that was like 4 years ago we ran that ad. Now with the custom audience stuff we can do, it's just amazing how well we can target our message to the right people to make sure that we're hitting the audience we want to hit and not wasting our advertising dollars going after people who aren't going to do business with us. So there's a ton to do on Facebook with custom audiences and advertising. If you have any other questions on Facebook ads, specifically on custom audiences and how they can help you in your business, let me know. Reach out on Facebook, on Twitter. We're on all the social networks, so please reach out to us. Use the hashtag SMRTV if you want to as well. And let's connect and talk more. If you have other questions about social media marketing, please let us know. We'd love to answer those as well to help you out. Our goal is to make sure that we can help businesses find success on social media. It's a great platform. It just needs to be used in a different way than traditional marketing. So there's a lot of fun that we can do with that. So thanks for watching today. We really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you next week as we're going to talk about some more fun things. we actually have some fun things coming up as well. We're going to start talking about augmented reality and virtual reality and how that can help you in your marketing. That's coming up. It's probably going to be about a month out, but we have a lot more to talk about as well. And if you have a topic you'd like us to share or talk more about social media marketing for your business, let us know. We'll be more than happy to create an episode for it as well. So thanks for tuning in to us today. Go to our YouTube channel and you can see all the past episodes, or even our Facebook page has them all as well. See all the past episodes of the Smart TV that we have done to help you with your online marketing. Thanks for paying attention, guys. We'll talk to you later.